1%. Hi everyone, welcome back to GM Details. I'd like to take you back a few years now to when I was starting to get into recording product reviews. These shots are from a detailing day a few good friends from our local Vauxhall Insignia owners group I used to run had organised. This is Martin. He's using Angel Wax Fast Foam for the first time. Well, it is 2016 here, when snow foams were quite the new thing in detailing at home. It's when we found out why they were called snow foam. So Martin still has his beloved Insignia. It's recently returned to service after a spell in storage, and I thought it would be great to have another day learning about some more up-to-date products. Now I know you've all seen me using the Garage Therapy 1 snow foam on my car and how much I like it, but to validate any product testing, you have to use a variety of different vehicles, different paint with different levels of grime, and this certainly qualifies as different. The car has had a coat of soft 99 Kiwami wax before winter and it's still protecting well by all accounts, so this will be a good test for the snow foam to see if either 1% or 3% PIR dilution can remove any of the grime. First, I'm going to remove the foaming element altogether and just pour 2 mixes down the side of the car in a completely unscientific way, in an attempt to see if the solution can tackle surface dirt without a pre-rinse or being launched at the car via any snow foam lenses. Now the first observation is that at 1% dilution, that's just 1 ml of snow foam in the 100 ml solution cup. You can clearly see it's like a sugary solution there, but it coats the paint evenly and it has a consistent steady runoff, whereas at the 3%, so that's 3 millilitres of product in the 100 milliliter cup, it's got a much more difficult time of spreading out. Although I tried to make it the same even amount, the stream chose a path of least resistance, creating a narrower strip of solution at the bottom. So what does that prove? Well, absolutely nothing really, other than just going from the 1% to the 3% dilution just shows you how much more concentrated the product actually is. And on the rear I've gone for the same test in the sun this time, just to see if either of the dilutions have any problem with wetting the area sufficiently in direct sunlight on baked on grime. Rinsing off, I'm using the Karcher K5 pressure washer combined with the MTM Hydro SGS 35 gun with the KDN detailing stainless nozzles as per usual. These nozzles have an orifice of 0.35, so perfect for the flow rate for the K5. The puzzled look from Martin as he tries to see what's happened here. I think the colour and gloss is quite distracting, so I'll dry off the area using my warm air dryer to get a better idea of performance. So now we can see more detail as the areas not touched by the solution are left dirty, and where the solution of both 1% and 3% have clearly removed significant levels of dirt. Onto the tailgate, and the 3% is looking very good here, but let's just rinse off first. All of the foams have been dwelling for around 10 minutes, and even in the sun, rinsing off under pressure is removing the product very well. Another quick dry, and it's very clear again that water has done absolutely nothing to remove the grime, whereas the both dilutions of one snow foam have performed very well. Can you tell which dilution looks like it's removed the most dirt? Alright, so those results look quite good, I thought. So we're on to using the product as described through a SNOWFOAM lance, and again it's the MJJC lance I'm using here. If you remember to the last video I showed you how to work out the PIR for the lance, and for my setup 1% is roughly 50 millilitres of product to 450 ml of water. And I'm not pre-rinsing here as I want to test the wetting ability of the foam. For the rear doors, I'm going to try weakening the 1% PIR by turning the mixing dial on the lance one full turn, which will create a wetter foam, but also a possible fault with this lance as the mix doesn't seem to be consistent. I've already run through some KKD clean through, so pickup shouldn't really have any issues. Again, as usual with Garage Therapy 1 SNOWFOAM, it's exceptionally good for rinsing away, doesn't leave any residue and rinses off very cleanly indeed. I'll skip through the rinsing as there's no dramatic dirt removal action due to the colour, but I'll get the dryer out and see what sort of grime is left, if any. So remember the front section had 1%, and although it has removed the top layer of dirt quite well, it's left behind some traffic film to remove with the wash process. Or give it a hit with some more SNOWFOAM and see if it would remove more the second time around. Let's see what the rear doors got left. With the lance being a bit wetter foam, remember we turned it down that extra one full turn. On first look it looks pretty similar, but from this angle it does seem to suggest the front door is definitely cleaner than the rear door. Wouldn't you agree? And round on the driver's side now we're going to use 3% PIR. Remember back to our calculations, that was just roughly over 160 millilitres of SNOWFOAM in the 500 milliliter solution, so that giving us 3% panel impact ratio. The snow is already falling, painted onto the side of the car, nice and even one single layer. That actually looks quite good, although if you zoom in you can actually see how aerated it is, and it is actually quite dry. And the driver's side door and front wing, again 3% PIR but turned down one turn of the dial to make a slightly wetter foam, but with that single layer you can still see that it is actually quite aerated, and although you can start to see it dropping off the car, it's not really got the best of coverage. The sills have an excellent layer of foam constantly fed from above, loosening dirt and slowly falling down. Very good cling time on this Kiwami waxed car. The results on cleaning power should be really interesting on this side. I know I shouldn't really be touching the paintwork like that really, but on this colour of car, it's really the only way to show you how clean it actually is on this side, and the Martin himself is really over the moon with a SNOWFOAM product. He has never seen such a clean car from a single SNOWFOAM. He was tempted just to leave this and drive home with it as it was, because really there is no dirt on this whatsoever. But then I reminded him that the near side still has that traffic film. We could then go through and just use it at 3% on the whole car again, do another SNOWFOAM, but we had the time, so he then went ahead and did a contact wash with some shampoo. But really on this side, on a car that's waxed, it pretty much is as contactless as it gets, and that there at 3% has worked amazingly as far as I'm concerned. So I've had those results on my car, these results are on his car, so really I don't understand why people are having such difficulty with it. Like I've said before, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not affiliated with any of the products or brands used on this channel. I've made this video on a different car and have achieved excellent results yet again. Maybe it's this magical Scottish soft water. I'll leave you to decide whether this is a product you want to try. I'll put links in the description below for you to check out. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Happy detailing.